What the hell is that? That was crazy, man. That was crazy. The past ended abruptly. Yet to the person watching all this, it was an unexpected halt. Looking around, this was still the place where she had unraveled her mind. But as someone long familiar with this part of history, she knew that there was still some codas and interludes before the true end of the story. Has been broken from within. Because Hare and Mistlin act kind of differently, and before we entered the memory, she said something about like she has to like disconnect in some kind of way from her present self. I feel like Mistlin and Hare are like two different parts in some kind of way, right? Of like maybe her personality, or maybe Mistlin was already transcribed and this new version is Hare now. Crazy story reveal for like how she is connected to like Bronya, but she's also kind of connected to Herrscher of Reason in some kind of way, right? So at least there is history that they mentioned, because he said similar to you, you know, Herrscher of Reason is similar, but they are like contradictions. Is that the right word? So one does not be with the other. You know what I mean? Okay, so the memory ended. Like a response to her words, the Herrscher core, forcefully fused by the power of Project Stigma, flashed a ray of crimson light. Yet. Oh, are we breaking through? Bronya cheated, right? Bronya cheated the last time. She shot herself. Hare raised her head, and where her eyes stopped, the fracture in the imaginary space slowly extended. So they did like basically kind of a Calpus move there, right? Like destroying the space or creating a rift in the space. Ooh. Wait, is that the Herrscher core? Bronya. The ordinary girl that became the Herrscher of Reason. The girl who had just surrendered finally returned to reality. It belongs to everything about Project Stigma. So she has my core now. And you're deliberately emphasizing the difference between the Herrscher of Reason and me. Does she think that Bronya is not worthy of the core because she was deemed ordinary by the Grey Serpent? Those are my powers, like I got them from wealth. Calpus move. To prevent wasting any more time. Oh, so she gave up on the core. I feel like so much was happening and I'm only getting the story now from the last two parts. Well, at least some of it. As a normal person, the ordinary average one. Returning to reality is the only way now.
その何かを有する器を持っていないことになります。
Okay, true. Kind of.
確かにそれは過去の私がおかしそうな間違いだわ。さて、私がどういう存在か、あなたはいくらか理解したはずよね。同類を作る。
To create the same kind, that is why Project Sigma needs me. Simple as that.
簡単でわかりやすいでしょ?
Crazy. Obviously that was a lie, but the girl before her did not know of the relationship between her mother and Hare, and so she could not suspect that reason. Wait, what? More or less, you also know what kind of existence I am to create the same kind. That is why Project Stigma needs me. Wait, Bronya does not know what we have experienced now because she disconnected herself from the core? Is that it?
あなたたちを助けたいという気持ちも嘘じゃない。けど
You do? How?
ブローニャたちが問題の鍵に触れ、成婚計画実行の妨げになったとき、あなたは譲歩しません。
Stopping Project Stigma, you definitely won't give in. Wait, what? I've always wanted to help you, but once which had... Okay.
そうだとしても、どうして断りの律者にだけそれほど執着しているのか、ブローニャには理解できません。
Well, that is the story that we didn't get to experience, right?
もしそれが嫉妬だって言ったら
It is out of envy. But why would the Grey Serpent say that they are similar? Because, like, Herrscher of Reason, as we learned, is such a huge consciousness, right? Out of, like, many consciousnesses, right? And she is completely different. So...
最初の断りの律者、ベルト・ジョイス。彼は私と似ている存在なのに、人々から慕われて、精神的な伝承にもなった。
His existence was similar to mine. Was it? I feel like it wasn't, right?
かつての私と全然違うわ。
Like he was born... I am confused. How are they similar? Like he was born out of a tragedy, out of like a wish that people had to live on and stuff like that. Wish for a hero. But she wasn't like that, right? She wasn't born out of a wish of many people.
私は自分の呪いが憎い。
I'm kind of confused on that.
自分の同類がどうやって死以上の苦しみを乗り越え、
I want to know how my kind has liberated himself from agony beyond death. How he repaired his wings in hell and soared again. Wait, I'm so confused about this. Why are we oh, maybe I just don't get it, but they are different, right? Like, how can you compare yourself? Like, I don't get it.
今のあなたはそれを知ることができたんですか？
ええ。知ってるからこそ失望したの。少し気を悪くするかもしれないけど。
It may sound inappropriate, but that's truly how I feel at the moment.
断りの律者は大した存在じゃない。
So she didn't exactly know, she just believed that they were quite similar, but then she found out that it is just the Herrscher core. Huh. Sad music again.
彼の行為に対しては感服してるわ。
I mean, literally everyone respects well Joyce.
この日こそ天の独裁を飲み込んでしまう日。
He put no shame to the title of a hero. He was an excellent human.
しかし、だからこそ私個人にとって彼は大した存在じゃないの。彼はかつての私が感じた苦しみを乗り越えていなかった。彼と私にある唯一の違いは、彼が生まれた時に呪いではなく贈り物をもらったこと。
He did not liberate himself from the pain I once felt. The only difference between us was that he was bestowed with a gift upon birth, not a curse. It depends on how you say it. There would probably like be things that she could have done to like make this more of a gift than a curse?
本当に大事なのは彼が選んだ選択肢です。彼がどんな姿でこの世に生まれたかは関係ありません。
That's what I said.
理屈はもちろん分かってる。でもそんなもの、私が求めてる答えじゃないわ。
The thing is, we all want lives that we don't have, right? And instead of like trying to get there with the things that we were bestowed upon with, right? We are envy others and become stagnant, you know? Because I feel like even with how she is, she could have tried to live differently, but maybe we need to know more about like her. I mean, she kind of gets the traits from a human now, right? So she is not solely this very distant, emotionless individual anymore.
あなたから見て、かつての私が選んだ選択肢はどれほど間違ってるというの?
How many of my decisions could be seen as mistakes? And in the end, how did they turn out?
うぬぼれかもしれないけど、今話したことを考えれば、あなたたちの知ってる終焉は私と同じ種類の存在よ。
But what I meant was I am the same type of existence as the finality you all know of, because everyone dies around her. Doesn't that make her the Herrscher of Finality? No, she can't be Herrscher of Finality because she's something new, right? I feel like there's more to it.
人類を抱擁したいだけなのに、世界にとって
He truly wanted to embrace humanity, yet became an undefiable finality for the world.
あなたは私が引き起こした災害を見た。過去の私は
Since the past me is already sinful in the world's eyes. The world doesn't even know what you did.
それなら私は終焉を阻止するため
I don't think so.
成婚計画を唯一の正解
But like this is a game, I can be very optimistic. Probably if this would be like real life, I probably would be on... I don't even know if I would be on her side, because I would rather like reset the cycle and try again instead of like killing everyone. But I don't know. Maybe if I really were in this kind of situation, I would decide differently. It's always like easier to see something from an outsider perspective, you know? Like in the end, when we are in these like very hard situations, it's like hard to... Your reasoning is just different, and it's like hard to decide as you would have decided when you are an outsider of a situation.
天命とネゲントロピーに持ちこたえるための計画がないわけじゃないって分かってる。
It was about wayward methods that encourage humans to fight endlessly against Honkai.
永遠に続く戦争を選ぶ岐路に過ぎない。
So I think also the thing I didn't really understand up until now is that with the help of the previous era, we were able to get the exact same cycle in some kind of way again, right? But that doesn't mean that this next cycle would be the same, right? So it would be harder to accomplish these things, I guess, if there would be another cycle after this.
そんなの過去の私と比べて何の違いがあるというの?
The difference is that you kind of gave up on alternatives. But I can understand why. To some extent, at least.
わかりました。
Music change again.
成婚計画を変えたければ、ケビンの前にブローニャたちはまずあなたを超えなければなりません。
Wait, what? If you want to reverse Project Stigma? I thought Hare was pro Project Stigma.
ゲームとして考えるなら難易度的には確かにそうなるわね。でも態度だけだったら孫子より弱いなんてことはないと思うわよ。
What if you're talking about our attitudes?
それで
I'm no self.
これからどうするつもり？
You will lose the only power that you can rely on.
あなたは唯一頼れる力を失ったのよ。
What? A crafty glint suddenly flashed through the girl's eyes.
それを考える前に、あなたはすでに律者の力をすべて奪っています。残りの部分をブローニャに返してもらえませんか？
Huh?
残りの部分？
After some thought, she understood what she meant and looked toward the dim core floating between them.
はあ、この結晶のことかしら。別に構わないわ。これは偉大な英雄が残した。
Bronya has a plan, right? Sorry. Stepping forward, the girl took the momentous crystal back. Long ago, it had constantly imposed definitions on the girl, but today, it's but a lifeless object.
シャリという言葉のように、そのコアにはもう記念という価値しか残ってない。だから、私が律者の力をあなたに返そうとしても、
So you already did take away everything. That is bad.
ご覧の通り、断りの律者を構築してた30万もの思想は、
Oh
すで
god.
に成婚計画と融合し、イデアの種になるしかない。
もちろん分かっています。でもそれは重要じゃありません。
That's how it becomes something new, right?
ブローニャに必要なのは一つの象徴
A
だけです。
kind of symbol.
あら？
実はあなただけじゃありません。ブローニャも断りの律者のあり方が気になってました。
Bronya also feels curious about how their Herrscher of Reason exists.
伝承を手にしたからといっても、その概念を本当に理解したことにはなりません。それにもっと重要なのはもし最初からコアが大事なものだって気づかれてたら、こんな風に簡単に取り戻すこともで
She
きな
has
い
a
でしょう。
plan, right?
大事？あなた。
At this moment, she suddenly recalled something. Bronya chose a despairing method to escape those memories. That was the truth. But in that case, when she returned to reality, where did that ray of light that instantly glowed from the shriveled core come from?
力という面で成婚計画は断りの律者より上だと認めます。
So we need something different,
で
right?
すが忘れないでください。ブローニャも30万分の1です。エデンの星。
Star of Eden! Yo,
素晴らしいわ。
Star of Eden, guys.
疑似羽化。プロメテウスはそう言ったのよね。
Yeah.
とにかく。彼らに
So
認
that
めら
is
れ
what
た
she
今のあな
meant,
た
that
は
even if we lose the
確かにあの意識たちの一部になった。
consciousness, Bronya is still one of those consciousness and she can still use the Star of Eden and like activate the Herrscher core. Yeah, you are now a part of the cluster of consciousness, so that's why it was necessary for us to go through the memories.
コアを再び手に入れ、力は過去の30万分の1しかないけど、
But by properly,
その性
by
質から考えれ
property,
ば、
you are still the
確
authentic
かにあな
Herrscher
た
of
は本物の断り
Reason.
の律者。
That is true. She looked at the weapon that appeared in the girl's hands. That was the greatest proof of what she said.
以前のベルトさんと同じことをしただけです。分散的なコアが体に残した機械の記憶を使えば、力の起点が弱くても思想によって再び武装できます。
そうだとしても、力という面では
You haven't grown
結
at
局
all.
何も成長してないわよね。
Maybe she doesn't need to.
確かにあなたと戦うならそれだけでは何の意味もないかもしれません。ですが使い方という面であなたはまた間違った判断をしたみたいです
Yo,
ね。
Bronya has all the answers.
あなたはブローニャによくしてくれました。だから彼女たちのことも歓迎してください。
The others? As she spoke, the imperceptible space fracture began to extend. After she thoroughly understood the threat, she could tear the net that trapped everyone in with her trivial yet familiar authority. Kiana.
Thank you, Bronya.
Herrscher of the Void. What an entrance, May.
戻ってきたわよ、ウサギ。
Nice.
つまり、
Mm.
これまでのことはあなた
We
の
were.
計算だったの？
I mean, I didn't really know the full plan, but
いいでしょう。また3対1になったわね。同じ手は通用
people
しない
say the
でしょう
same
し、
move won't work twice
こ
in
の
a
状
lot of
況にう
videos.
まく対応するのはと
Okay.
ても難しいよ
I
ね。
mean, at least I win.
そこまで謙虚になる必要はないでしょう。成婚計画の性質を自分の手段にするなん
You
て。
exploited Project Stigma so
あ
you
なた
could
の小
play
細工は
dirty.
そう簡単に対応できるものじゃな
She's
か
a
った。
cheater.
ケビンが封印されてる今があなたを一気に倒せる唯一の機会。
To crush you. Wait, I thought Mistlin is in the later chapters? Maybe not.
待ってください。
Maybe it's
ねえ
only
姉さん、
Prometheus.
どうしたの？疑似ブラックホールはすでに消えました。ケビンはもうこの遺跡から離れてると思います。
True, I didn't see that. Where's Kevin?
委員長？
Wait, wasn't Senti there?
委員長と指揮の律者はブラックホールに長い間とどまってい
They're
まし
still
た。
recovering.
力は今でも戻ってい
Where
ない
is
と思います。
Kevin though?
キアナ、メイ姉さん、委員長をお願いでき
Ooh,
ますか？
we are fighting here.
こちらの戦いはブローニャ一人で何とかできます。ブローニャちゃん、ケビンが来ないとしても今は意地を張ってる場合じゃないのよ。安心してください。ブローニャは今必勝の作戦を思いつきました。
I'm so proud of Bronya.
その前提として逆にブローニャは一人で戦わなければいけません。と
Are we
にかく
fighting?
今の状況を考えればこれから起こることはブローニャと彼女
They're just standing there.
内面と形が全然違う二人の断りの律者の間に収まってほしいんです。
Mm,
私がただの略奪者だとしても？
ええ、あなたがただの略奪者だとしてもです。
crazy that she just snatched our authority.
それであなたは一人の力で30万人、ましてや成婚計画のすべてに抗
I
うつもり？
will because I am
しかも
truth.
必勝だと思ってるの？
はい、何しろ今までの試みから断りの律者にとって1と
One is the
30万に違い
same
は
at
ありません。
300,000.
今までベルトさんとブローニャがあの30万人の思想をうまく扱えなかったのは結局のところブローニャたちが最初から彼らに対して敬意の念を抱いていたからです。
This is really about like breaking free and still be powerful, right?
30万人の思想を敬うなと言っているわけではありません。むしろ逆です。
It is because we are in all of them
断
and the
りの律
history
者の
of
歴
Herrscher
史を
of
敬って
Truth
るからこそ
that we can do this.
実際に行動している時は彼らを普通の力として征服できるものとして扱わなければなりません。ベルト・ジョイス、ヨアヒム・ヨー、ブローニャ在地区、それぞれが30万の1だけではありませんし、また一方では同じように30万人の全てです。
True, true, true.
断りの律者の名を今まで伝承することができたのはその力と意志がとっくに融合してたからです。
That gives me the chills, guys. I love this.
ウサギ、あなたが奪ったのは見た目だけの形式に
It
過
was
ぎま
only
せ
the
ん。
superficial form.
それって私の今までの布石は全部
They basically
何の意味も
are.
なかったって言いたいのかしら？それは本当に面白い話ね。
Is it? I mean,
本当かどうかは戦えばわかります。
いいでしょう。一応注意しておくわね。あなたが目にしたかつての
you
私
only
は
saw me being forced into hurting others in the past, but I have
他人を
never
傷
seen
つけ
her
た私
actually
を
wanting to hurt someone, right?
あの呪いはもう存在しなくなったけど、この新しい体はたやすく聖魂と現実の力をつなげられ
That
る。
curse is no more, so they really like transcribed her already into the
劣勢
project
になることはないわ。
so that she can be this new form, whatever, right?
どうやら あなたはまだ理解してないみたいですね。
Your Bronya is such a badass.
今あなたに挑もうとしているのは断りの律者ではなく
Herrscher of Truth. No.
ブローニャ在地区です。
Yeah.
なるほど。わかったわ。
And that is the most truest form, probably, of the Herrscher core.
でもそ
Or
うな
like
ると、
Herrscher of Reason.
この戦いの布石はむしろ
Okay, battle. Let's battle her. Okay, we are
あ
trying
なたは
normal.
信じてくれないでしょうけど、力でも意志でも
What
私にと
the
って
hell is
律
that?
者は大したことないの。あなたがこれから向き合うのは個体としてのイデアではなく、
But everything I have
私が
written
転写
down
した
all contained
ある
in
定
a
義において
definition.
も全てよ。
What?
ここで輝きなさい。
I'm scared of her.
さあ、
She looks crazy, man. What is that outfit?
永遠の姿で歴史の隅々まで行き渡った英雄たちよ、その女子誌をもう一度降臨させなさい。
What the hell?
やっぱり前にも見た敵たちです。でもそれこそが作戦の中で最も重要な部
The
分です。
strategic key. How? Bro.
帰りなさい。
Horrific. What is going on? Not the best boss outfit. Like, I feel like Elysia's Herrscher of Origin was way better. Like, what are the poofy things here? Oh,
あなたは意識たちをコアのかけらに入れようとしてるの？
interesting. So
Joyce
now we are taking them.
必勝策。それがあなたがコアを取り戻した本当の目的なの。
Hmm.
でも
guess it is.
30万分の1の力でずっと同じことができるわけじゃないでしょ。
ダメ。
英雄の名のもとに
Why do these are like ugly stories?
ここで
Like, I'm
輝きなさい。
barely doing damage. And I don't even have a skill.
世界を再臨せよ。
Like, this is how the game portrays that I don't have power.
目標ロックオン。
Oh, I have an
全
ultimate
部総
though.
展開。
Right on. I have my motorcycle now here.
今
Okay, we are just dodging.
歴史に名を残した当事
The
者た
rules
ちを
known throughout the ages and integrate them into the same clear concept.
四方を征伐する強い意志をここで目覚め
Insatiable
欲
rain.
深い王権となれ。
Very poetic character.
幻影ですか。本物のイデアもその中にいるはずです。急いで見つけ出さないと。
It must be found. But how do I find it?
艦長、
The,
次の行動座標を送ってください。
the true form must be found. Also, the true one was the blue one. Because I was fighting the blue one before, maybe? Oh, there is an arrow above its head. That wasn't here before, was it? Okay, it's dead. I got it. I like the music.
艦長、エデンの星。その実力のすべてを発揮する時が来ました。
Okay, Star of Eden.
断りの律者、その名の通りね。
It does.
成婚計画の前ではあっという間に消えてなくな
And
る
nothing before
支配
Project
者のような
Stigma.
ものよ。意志よ、
I'm still
ここに
doing
現れなさい。
barely enough damage to like hurt her.
誰もあなたに邪魔をしない。
これは
What is
前のも
that?
のと同じ空間でしょうか。
These
いえ、
barriers,
どこ
something's
か違う
different.
気がします。この障壁は
Oh,
イエス。はっいや
let me out.
最も
One
暗い場
must
所を経
crawl
験する
through
ことで
darkness
やっと生まれ変わることができる。
before being born. I feel like we're going to end after I finish this
フィニッシュスキル
fight.
準備完了。重装ウサギ
Or maybe to chop this over then? I don't know. Right on,
では
guys.
そろそろ次のプレゼント
Oh,
を
when I
登場
press-
させましょう。
Okay.
炎に入りなさい。遺憾なき世
A
界を。
traceless world. Oh, there is another one. Great.
でも神聖者に対してはこうした方が公平でしょうね。
What's up with the golden
今ま
tears?
でのイデアと比べるとあまりにも普通です。
Seems a bit
いい
basic.
え、とにかく油断はできません。
What is it doing? Traceless world. We don't do damage. You know that, Bronya, right?
やっぱりブローニャの行動を予測できるんですね。どうやら
Bronya
相
will
手
have
が
to
ボ
wait
ロを
for
出す
an
のを待つ
opening.
必要があるようです。
Oh,
ブロー
no.
ニャ行動や
But how am I supposed to wait for an opening? Ah, okay. Got it. Bro, can you not interfere? Stay on the sidelines, Hare. Wait, are there two of them now? Ooh, I'm having a problem now. Can't see shit. I need to be careful because, like, this one's doing a lot of damage. Just die,
今で
please.
す。コアのかけらに入れましょう。展開
Integrated with the fragments. Are we good
律
now?
者の力が完全に回復しました。
Let's go.
戦いに関しては確かにあなたはいい作詞だった。でも
You truly are gifted.
英雄
The average girl.
数千万人の意志は長い歴史の川にとってはどれも小さいものよ。リネルに
Am I just
どこにで
dodging?
も存
What am
在
I
する。
doing? It's just auto attacking.
これは成
At
功
this
計
point,
画が
what the
保
hell?
管したすべての人生見届けなさい。無法の万民を
Endless madness.
防御
It's
体制
crazy.
ウサギは何かを準備しているはずです。邪魔してくる
We
イデア
have to
の種
break
を
through the
早く突破しないと。
I'm trying.
彼女の力がまだ上昇し続けてます。急ぎましょう。
優れた洞察力ね。でも
Come on, Bronya, kill it.
Mo,
Oh, it just
maniawan na yun.
auto attacks when I'm driving. Weird. Oh, I only have 10 seconds left. Oh, what the fuck? Kill it. 5, 4.
ここで終わりです。
Let's go.
夜ヌンガンドの幹部。
転換じゃなくて正面突破するの？
A full
やっ
frontal
ぱりあなたは
strike.
記録した人
It's
生を
so
自分の
hard
力にできないよ
already.
うですね。あなたはただそれを保管して再現してるだけです。
True,
保管
true.
ね。
Is it not over yet? I still haven't defeated her. What is she doing? Oh god.
断りの実写コアの構造は分散的。そうしたくはないけれど、与えたものを取り戻すことは私たちにとってはなじ。
Are we good?
おかしい。今、彼女は思想を奪ってなかったのに。
Huh. But she still attacks me. Let's go, Bronya. What the hell?
つまり、彼女は30万の偽物の思想でコアの上
To
限を
trick
欺い
the
たんですか。
core's limitations.
そうね。確かにこの戦いで
You've
あな
caught
たは
my
私の
weakness
隙を
this
見つけ出
time.
した。でも簡単に挽回できるような隙なら反撃の鍵にしかならないわ。
That outfit is
結
crazy,
局
man.
この戦いの鍵はミステルとブローニャにあるの。
But you are here and not
成婚
Mistle.
計画の前では断りの律者の歴史と栄誉
History and glory of the Herrscher of Reason is
話す
nothing.
価値もない。
それとこれとは別です。最高
True.
の証拠はあなた自身なんです。
もちろん私は私自身の限界を理解してるけど、今までの断り
I
の律
know
者た
my
ちも
limitations.
同じでしょ。
Oh, I hear something.
どうやらその子にも限界が来たようね。
That is
あなたが持つ
bad.
他のもの
Bronya.
と同じよう
We
に
need power. Where is Joyce?
中操詐欺。
Huh?
その子のことは見逃しましょう。私は
I
あなたの
know
過去
your
を知って
past.
い
I
る。
understand its
その
meaning.
子の意味も分かってる。
Come on,
私が求めて
Bronya.
るのは勝利だけ。
I just want to win.
あなたを傷つけるつもりはないの。あなたも
What are these powers?
すべてを現実をよく見なさい。これが
そうですね。
It's just
現実をよく見てください。
time to face reality. Let's go, Bronya. I knew she had a plan. That is literally a Sailor Moon transformation. And she looks so cute. The
あなたが
crown.
向き合っているのは真理の名です。
Hey, yo, Bronya! The winner had been decided. An unorthodox armor was reflected in Hare's eyes, a type of power that belonged to the future. To understand and materialize, the Herrscher of Reason used to utilize this authority frequently, but it could not achieve the complexity before her eyes. Just like the past Celine, this wasn't a power that could be fully understood by the user alone. But this time the girl was not overwhelmed. To be honest, I don't really know what Bronya did there, but I knew she had a plan. She felt joy. What kind of power could rival all lives recorded along the land you had traveled? Metamorphosis. She knew the answer, but it was the first time she had witnessed it herself. She felt that her past regretful self had gotten the answer now. Not only can humans change stigma, they can even change Herrschers. And this brand new power naturally represented another thing. I will retain their past, even if it will cause them to lose their future. This was an answer that someone had given before. I want to give them a future, even if they will not have a past to remember. This was an answer that someone had given before. I want them to broaden their future, even if it means sacrificing my present. This was an answer that someone had given before. But these answers that chose the lesser of two evils were not the ones that gave Bronya help just now. They came from a past that was interpreted after death and cannot win against the present. If a person can't accept losing something, then he does not actually possess the ability to protect that something. This was something Bronya had once said. In that instant, she recalled Joyce's final goal, and also Joachim's starting point. This finally made her realize that legacy was something that validated an existence through disappearance. The past is but a storage in the end, a mirror. Only the future can win against the present. The 300,000 thoughts that belonged to the Herrscher of Reason were only remnants of history. They could not resolve all unknown problems. When we expand time and space, this logic was incredibly obvious. Willing isolationists could not understand the change of the Industrial Revolution. Brave Zulu warriors also could not win against the merciless fire of machine guns. When civilization stalls at a certain point in time, it will lose its ability to win against the future and to the Herrscher of Reason. If those 300,000 thoughts were not consumed, if the metamorphosis was not complete, this authority would not be a power that can fight against Project Stigma and God's Adam. There it is! In the swaying grass, a senior she greatly admired, the beginning of this legacy appeared before the girl's eyes. Why am I crying? Nearly, tears are here, but I'm getting very emotional to see him. In the past, that was an existence that she and Joachim knew they could not catch up to, but still insisted on getting close to. Now they finally fought side by side. That is so wholesome. But as though 300,000 thoughts were consumed by the metamorphosized core, this was also the last image that the other had left in the world.
すみません。明日へと向かうために、ブローニャはあなたが残した過去を覆しました。ですが、断りの律者として、ブローニャは後悔していません。結局。
What an incredibly touching moment for her to be able to finally meet him like that, right?
人類の真理は必ず変わる。これこそが人類の唯一不変の
Humanity's truth will change inevitably. True. As usual, the other party remained silent, but this time, he smiled far more than he did in the past.
さようなら、ベルト・ジョイスさん。
That is sad.
あなたの伝承を背負うことができて、ブローニャはとても光栄です。
The Herrscher of Reason has never been a simple part of history. Starting as one of 300,000, everything about it is reborn in the present. Victorious overall from the past. We won. We won. That was such a nice scene. Yeah, she's the first one.
心配しないでください。
Crazy. Having responded to her comrades' concerns, Bronya looked towards Hare again. The defeated was exhausted but not discouraged.
あなたはまさかわざとそうしたんですか?
I like her new outfit.
あら、何のことかしら?
Did she do that on purpose? She did that on purpose? Bronya did not answer her immediately, but felt her own Herrscher core. Compared to her companions, this metamorphosis of hers was so successful that it seemed miraculous.
最も暗い場所を経験することでやっと生まれ変われる。
They are all doing this on purpose, right? Even Kevin.
あなたも自分の布石を完成させたということですか?
私が適当に口にした言葉を覚えてくれてたのね。
例を挙げてみただけです。この言葉の意味のように敵ではありましたが、あなたはずっとブローニャに正しい導きを与えてたような気がします。そして今という状況を作りました。
考えすぎよ。
I'm not who I am from more than a decade ago. I don't have such weird interests. I think they all do this to like guide us to be better than what they thought. Like they are always like mentioning that Project Stigma is the only way, but also like the wrongest way, you know, to save humanity. I'm not the pitiful and detestable existence that you saw in your I knew it.
かわいそうで憎たらしい存在じゃない。ちなみにちょっと気になることがあるんだけど、人類は一体どうやってそんなことを成し遂げたの？
それって断りの律者のコアを再び一つにしたことを言ってるんですか？
あなたはとっくに30万人の思想に認められてるもの。そんなの別におかしくないわ。私が本当に気になってるのは、コアにあった意識の残片を消す能力なんて。あなたにはないでしょ？
You did not erase remaining
それは断りの
fragments.
律者の力じゃないし、あなたもそんなことをしていない。あなた、まさかコアではなく、完全に自分の意志であの30万もの思想を心に刻んだの？それとも断りの律者のコアがあなたの意志に応えて自らあなたに協力したの？
ブローニャ個人の感覚から言うと、おそらく後者の方が真相に近いと思います。本音を言うと、ブローニャはそこまで考えていませんでした。
Her thought and her like reasoning to save humanity was probably enough for like the whole Herrscher of Reason's purpose to help her regain the consciousnesses or like at least the knowledge or whatever.
律者コアに決まった容量があるとしたら、どんどん増える過去を持ちながらも未来に向かうには、自分がもう一つのコアになるしかありません。その後は律者として流れに身を任せる感じでした。
I went with the flow.
彼らは別の形としてブローニャの一部になり、そしてこれからのブローニャの変化とともに未来に適応していく気がします。
それが事後の観点というやつかしら？謙虚になる必要はないわ。私の知ってる限り、あなたの羽化は他の律者たちよりもずっとスムーズだった。30万人の思想。
Even if there was no active will, that's enough to break down any human's brain.
人類の脳を簡単に潰せるほどのものだし、そのあり方を変えるなんてもってのほか。
True.
でも、それがあなたなのね、ブローニャ。断りの律者とは何かを私に教えてくれてありがとう。
But this is what I meant when I said we have these villains and they're not truly villains in the end.
その勝利は偶然に見えるけど、それを成し遂げる鍵として、あなたがそうなったのも必然だったのよね。
True.
いいでしょう。私が話したように、これをゲームとして考えるなら、
All of you have definitely cleared my stage.
先に言っておくけど、
I think that is the end of the chapter.
私には成婚計画を逆転させるような力はない。
Ay.
そして孫子にもないわ。
They don't even have the power to reverse it anymore. I mean, of course.
あとのことは
That's crazy.
あなたたちの委員長に聞いてみるといいわ。ブローニャ在地区。あなたの成長は、みんなの期待を超えている。彼女の期待もね。
ブローニャ。
That was crazy.
何かおかしなところでもありま
That
したか？
was actually crazy.
ありすぎるわよ。そうだよ。ブローニャと彼女の間に何があったか全然理解できないもん。今のブローニャは完全な断りの律者なんだよね。
The Herrscher of Truth. The girl took a quick look at herself, but didn't see anything special.
はい。
Thinking back to the previous time a similar situation occurred, she subconsciously looked to her side. After recondensing the Herrscher core, she created a new mechanical body for her comrade. Project Bunny floated silently. It was incredibly different from the past, yet it also seemed like nothing changed. Change is the only constant. That was also the key to her victory just now.
さて、まずは。ゼーレ。
That is cute. I'm not going to cry. Stop it.
はい。でも、ゼーレはどうして？
もちろん私が呼び寄せたに決まってるでしょ。あんなに騒がしくしてたくせに私を仲間外れにするなんて少し配慮が欠けてるんじゃないの？
サンティ。
シキちゃん、今は冗談を言っている場合ではありません。
True.
委員長、よかった。やっと目覚めたんだね。
ええ、久しぶりキアナ。そしてメイさん、ブローニャさん、そして
I'm trying not to cry.
お久しぶりです。
We are all coming together in the end.
待って、私は
サンティ。
あなたのおかげで助かりました。一段落したら、また個別に感謝を伝えなければなりませんね。僕ね、あなたね。
Regardless, everyone who reunited recomposed themselves and exchanged about their individual circumstances.
なるほど。
There is a lot.
それでは今度は私が報告する番ですね。まず見ての通り、ケビンは月を離れました。本当の意味で挑んでくる相手に遭遇しなかった彼は、計画の次の段階のために出発しました。
If we'll become his enemies. I mean, we don't really have another choice, right?
計画の次の段階ですか？
わかるでしょ？ケビンは最初からここのことなんか気にしていなかった。彼がここにとどまったのは、私たちに自分の実力を見せたかっただけ。
彼はそんなことをするような人じゃないわ。
私よりケビンのことを知ってるって言いたいの？
She's like, I know Kevin more than you do. That is so funny. She didn't want to bother with a fruitless argument, and so she turned to Fuhua. In that short moment of eye contact, they ascertained something that was read between the lines.
おそらくケビンは皆さんから何かを見つけたかったんだと思います。
To test your wills and abilities to battle.
自ら皆さんの
He
戦う意
wanted to
志
find
と能力を
something
確
from
認したの
all
でしょ
of
う。
you.
彼は全力で戦いながらも多めに見てくれました。自らここから地球に戻る方法を式の律者に教えたくらいですから。
Okay.
どういうことですか？
つまり私たちを舐めてるってわけ。
See, that's what I mean. I think Kevin wants us to end his project.
彼に勝てないと思って投降するふりをしたら、あいつ自分の器の大きさをアピールしたかったからか、月に関することをいくつも教えてきたの。
Okay.
精魂覚醒者が空間に与える影響とか、律者を閉じ込める世界の泡とか、あと誰もが使えるワームなんちゃらとか。
Can use that black
それ
hole.
ってワームホールのことですか？
Ah,
そうそう、あなたたちがさっき戦った場所だよ。地球
a
と月を行き来
stargate
するた
to
めの
travel between
火を追
Earth
うか
and the
の正
moon.
門だったんだけど、
Huh.
終焉が降臨する前に壊れたんだ。でもあの氷男はこうも言ってた気がする。確か断りの律者の力を極限まで上げられたら、月は律者を閉じ込める檻にはならない。
Huh.
何？そんな風に身構えて。言われた通りに試すつもりなの？
I mean, we do.
試すことすら躊躇してしまったら、ブローニャたちは本当にヨルムンガンドに舐められますから。
True, true, true.
ブローニャお姉ちゃん、無理してないよね。
Hearing about a task to open a path again after Colossal instinctively struck fear in Zela's
安
heart.
心してください、ゼーレ。今のブローニャは
Is powerful.
今までの断りの律者たちよりもずっと強いですから。アインシュタインローゼンの端を検知しました。重力
We
以
are
上を
doing
検
it now.
出。 ストレンジ物質の注入を開始します。3、2、
I want to end, guys.
正門革新装置修復完了。起動準備に入ります。
Yo, ready for launch. Let's go. She's shooting us to Earth. Did we do it?
さすがだよ、ブローニャ。
We did it.
信じられない。手品みたいだね。
ブローニャお姉ちゃん、本当に無理してないんだよね。ええ、ブローニャは嘘をつきません。
少し感慨深いですね。正常に稼働している姿なんて
Crazy.
初めて見ましたから。
つまりこれがメビウスとコーンが中心になって建設した。
そうですね。
でもそうするとニューアトラの人たちはどうするの？
The girl hesitated. She was worried about Sora and Lyle, but
こんな時はクライを信じよう。それに今の地球の状況を考えると、
true, true,
クー
true.
ちゃんたちは月に残ってた方が安全。あ、クラインってヨルムンガンドが作ったロボットみたいなんだけど、何でもできてすごいんだよ。なるほど、そういうことなの。
Line.
その通りよ。ヨルムンガンドでよく話していたから、クラインのことはよく知ってるわ。ではこれからブローニャたちは地球に戻って戦うことになります。皆さん、ケビン、そして終焉から
I'm not.
自
I
分
want
自
to
身の
end
未
this
来を奪い
part.
返す準備はできていますか？もちろん。
We are going right in. Let me please stop. Before we are starting a new chapter. Oh, we are starting a new chapter.
なるほど。
Oh, Prometheus.
か、それがあなたの目的ですか？
あなたは私のことを理解し始めてる。
あなたは最後の記憶をブローニャに無理やり見せたりしませんでした。
So Bronya didn't actually see it. We were the only ones.
かつての彼女の経験も苦しみも嫉妬も、あなたにとっては別の人の感情で、ましてや断りの律者に対する失望もただの演技でした。そういう動機が不十分な状況なのに、それでもあなたは全力で戦いました。
そう言わないで。変わったやつだと思われるじゃない。
本当にあの話を
A
彼女
weirdo.
に教えないんですか？何があったとしても彼女は当事者です。真実
I
を
mean,
知る権利があるは
she
ず
kind
で
of
す。
has, right? But at the same time.
すべてが歴史になって、あらゆる紛争が終わりを告げたとき、そんな機会があったらそうするわ。
Yes, that's a good idea, man. You should definitely tell her.
でも、何があっても、彼女が挑戦し始める前に、そうすることはできなかった。あなたのメイ博士はいいことを言ってくれたわ。人類の本質は、
The nature of humanity is to
自分ではない
sacrifice
何かのため
oneself
に
for something
命を
else.
捧げること。もし、
I don't know
彼
about
女が
that.
私に挑むきっかけが、何の関係もない律者の力から深入りする理由のある市場へと変わってしまったら、むしろ彼女は必勝策を思いつかなかったはず。仲間の力を借りて私を倒すことになっていたでしょうね。
結局あなたは相変わらず傲慢なんですね。
あら、それは人類だけが思う感情よね。
For some reason, her tone was cheerful yet concerned. Because of that, Prometheus held herself back.
話を戻しますが、あなたは最初から最後に彼女が勝利するように仕向けたんですね。
何？
She cared
そんなに
about
変わってる？
Bronya, right?
私はかつての自分の未練を断ち切りたかっただけよ。彼女が残した呪いは今、一つの贈り物となった。
I like
素敵
that.
でしょ？
かつてのあなたがなぜあのケビンとうまくやれていたのか、今ならわかる気がします。
ベネツィアはもう昔とは違う。
Oh God.
美しいギリシャの島々も
She still
沈没
knows.
していく。
所有と保存の違いですか。待ってください。あなたは。
Then she suddenly realized that Hare's blatant interest in hatching seemed to refer to something else.
ええ。何があっても、成婚計画はもう私と関係ないわ。人類のために戦う律者にとっても、ケビン自身にとっても、とあるハイヘビにとっても、私たちは純粋な傍観者であるべき。
At the same time, under the same night sky, the lone and dim blue light was calling out to another person on his way back. Oh God. Now as Project Stigma advanced, the Earth had not only evolved into an unrecognizable form, but had also been continuously fusing itself with fiction. In that home that once belonged to humans, the disciples of the serpent are relentlessly taking all nutrients inside and infusing them into this foreign star. All things restored into unity, this is the definition of embrace. But among those disciples, some who had once announced the imminent appearance of spiritual Adam were missing. And the one with the serial number 1904 had just received a small favor. Satisfied, he gazed at his hometown from the moon. Wait, he's secretly helping us? He had said something similar before, but spoken again now, it had a different meaning. Or rather, a new revelation. What do you want to use them for? Wait, is he secretly helping me? I'm confused. Okay, thank God. I think we finished up chapter 33, right? That was crazy. But I really loved, like, overall, I really loved Bronya's involvement in this chapter. And also, like, the harsh of reason, the truth behind it. I really liked today, or like maybe I should split this probably again. And I really like the last two parts where we had more background to like Bronya's mother and her connection to like Mistle, the background to like Hare and Mistle not being the same person anymore, you know, fighting against her, you know, like differentiating us a little bit, or like finding the truth of reason, you know, like how it can work still without like being connected to the 300,000 thoughts. I really enjoyed this. Like today was really good, even though it was hot. I was actually not planning on recording today, but I'm glad I did. So yeah, guys, that was really nice. I really enjoyed this. Wait, let me just quickly go. We are still not done with chapter 33. Okay, let me go back in. Okay, since we are not finished with chapter 33, we will chapters. Wait, I clicked something wrong. Wait. Oh. I think I am done with chapter 33, right? It's just because I haven't started chapter 41. Oh, I like that we have stages again. I don't know, guys. Oh, now it switched. Now it just switched. Oh, it depends on which map I am. Okay, so I guess we finished up chapter 33 at last. It was quite a long chapter. I am actually glad that we are going back to like stages now. That makes it easier to have like an overall overview of like the chapter itself. It was really nice. It was really nice. I hope you enjoyed it as well. As always, thank you so much for watching and for stopping by. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.